Before I forget, right now it's 9/10, December 18th, 2022. In one more minute, it'll be 9/11. And then tomorrow will be December 19th, 222, which is also in the title itself would be Second 9/11. Second 9/11, given a 19th, 6 days after the fact. Here. Right now it's 9:11 p.m. 9:11 p.m. Tomorrow will be, the date will have second 9/11 in it. 222, Build Back Better. And then, because the way that it would set off, the way that I've seen the vision, as I visualize what I think is going to happen, I'll see this 5 and the 50 and then the 5. When you fold it, you fold this $50 bill and you walk up to 17th and JFK and you line it up with it. It has the same identical look to it. Look at that. Long rectangular green windows with a rounded edge, like a Hoover Dam that goes at 550 FIFT, 555. But see, the reindeer, the only reason why I say Christmas is because the reindeer is there. But then I just realized, wait a minute, tomorrow in the title itself is second 9/11. So just in case, if the second 9/11 happens earlier, I don't want to have a video that doesn't have the exact date as I do. I've done so many predictions. It's ridiculous how many haven't come true. But at some point, it'll be dead on. I just want to make sure that tomorrow's not that point, because it does have second 9/11. It will be 12/19/2022. And it's just looking like this is the year. It's looking like Philadelphia is going to have a little bit of strength, because the angel of the Church of Philadelphia already has a little bit of strength. When this event happens, it'll prove that the angel of the Church of Philadelphia, the one that had already had a little bit of strength, it'll prove that God has loved the angel of that church, because the angel of that church hasn't denied God's name. And then this was back before Gematria was reset. Robin is the 5th place, offended God, a real December code. God is hid, and you got Barack Obama at 50,000 of those searches. But at 181, me and Barack Obama seem to line up.
When the rapture, when the calling away happens, what happens?
Oh, and think about this too. The rapture is like when you wrap gifts. The rapture, you're wrapping gifts one to another for 3.5 days.
Well, flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. So if you've been made ready and you're ready and you've been converted, Your eyes are single. Your whole body is full of light. You know Jesus is coming. It's called the bride of Christ. Because you've kept the word of my patience. You have not denied my name. I will keep you from the hour of testing, which is the great tribulation.
So far, I haven't even watched the rest. I don't even know what he's going to say. So I'm just going to let it run.
Which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell on the earth. And I'll give you the name of my God and the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven. So, if you're ready to go, you've got the key of David, the key of love, which turned you up. The two have been made whole. You're waiting for the imminent arrival of Jesus. Well, when he shows up, how do you know if you're ready? I'll tell you how. You've been converted.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you how you'll know, because nobody else could know besides God revealing the secrets. Nobody else could know besides that. Because Christ is coming to what? What is he coming to do?
To proclaim liberty to the captives. Luke 4 verse 18. No one but Jesus can give deliverance to captives.
Liberty?
Real liberty comes from him alone.
Liberty too.
Converted. You've been turned the opposite direction. Your eyes have been made single. You're no longer good and evil. You've been converted to good. You're no longer in bad standing with God. Jesus has reconciled you back to the Father. So when the Lord shows up,
now, Jonathan could have, the strike happened, everything's planned out. The strike happens, and then he gives you a week. It's like a week's notice, heads up, and then tomorrow's the second 9/11 date. The second 9/11 date, 1219, which would be just, in the title itself, 9/1 second 11, 9/1 second 11, second 9/11. As he's telling you, Philadelphia, New Jerusalem has a little bit of strength.
well, what's going to happen when the Lord shows up exactly? Does anybody really know? I'm going to show you what the Lord showed me. One way to perceive and understand what it is going to be like. I know a lot of people are going, really? How many times have I told you guys, get ready to get your jaw off the floor? How many times? A lot, right?
Yeah.
Cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
Well, can you imagine how much money could have been generated? I don't even think this has a commercial, because Joel doesn't need a commercial. But can you imagine how much money was generated from 250 million views? Let's just say that incident takes place tomorrow or even on Christmas. Every one of my videos that gets monetized from that point on, because I waited 5 years, 9 months to bother anybody with it. Oh, look, they're even showing you how realistic. That's not really his face. That's why. It's a fake face. Anyway, I didn't bother anybody with commercials. Yeah, I wouldn't make much money if I monetized it. I'd make a few dollars here and there, but it's just, I'm interrupting your time. I can't stand commercials. But when I put in all this work after almost 6 years, you best believe I'm pushing that monetization button where something so dead on accurate happens. That's my work. That's what I did. that I worked for free, generated something, created something out of nothing in order to generate funds to support myself. Once that takes place, I push a button, I start to support myself for the rest of my life because nobody else in history has ever predicted anything like this, and it's going to happen. So there's that.
Have I ever let you down? Ever? If I tell you your jaw is going to be on the floor, has your jaw been on the floor? It's a yes or no. Okay. Hopefully, almost everybody said yes. Because what I'm going to give to you tonight is so mind-boggling, and it's in the scriptures, and it goes with the prophetic utterance the Lord God gave me, and it's got my mind so blown, I don't know how your mind's not going to explode.
All this explosive talk and mind-blowing and this video tonight, just because it's December 18th, 2022, and tonight you would think, well, the morning is 12:01 a.m. No. Tonight means from the time that the sun comes up is tonight.
Okay.
Tonight, it's nighttime. Is it not still nighttime when it's 12:01 a.m. in the morning? Yes, it's night. Video coming tonight. That's why I wanted to make sure I've been led. I've been thinking, man, it's going to happen today. It's going to happen. The second 9/11. It's Philly. The explosion. It's going to happen. Year after year, I really thought it was going to happen. That's that very next day. Because Johnny up here gets on all excited like this. And it's like, it has to be tonight. But only on specific timelines that would line up with something that has second 9/11 in the title. I just still reserve the right for it to be on Christmas because it's such a Christmas gift. But it could also be 6 days before Christmas. Like on the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Okay. Whoa! Freak out. I'm so excited, guys. Okay, now. I've been off YouTube too long. Let's do this. Let's do Happy Hippie Crochet right now.
Remember the last time he got up the day before the explosion happened in Nashville? He was very excited. He was working on a Christmas gift for everybody, for the entire world, for all of his subscribers. And then the entire Nashville block blew up. Remember that?
Real quick, and Johnny should have done this probably 3 weeks ago.
Like 21 days.
Sorry, guys. And I
3 weeks ago in the Bible, there's a holdup, right? So 3 weeks ago, which was exactly 21 days, 3 weeks, it was also the second 9/11 in the title. And then tomorrow would be the second 9/11 in the title. I wonder if this is the holdup. It was supposed to happen back then, but it didn't. And then there was a 3-week holdup. All right, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 kings, 10 hats for 10 kings. This is like I don't know, it's like a center point or something. Maybe it's the 11th.
I love you guys. Hope to hear from y'all soon.
3, root 3. If the next one shows 5, then it would be like 3 5s, 555. Shows that. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5 there.
I love you guys. I'm going to be working here all night. Y'all are going to freak out. The rapture's coming. the calling away, the end of the world is at the door. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's the greatest thing in the world. It's the worst thing in the world. I'm going to try and focus on just being like one of the Israelites at the Red Sea, knowing that our Lord, our God, is coming to get us.
You know, from the first 9/11 to the second 9/11, Build Back Better, 222, BBB is 222, Build Back Better. Ironically enough, is actually 7,770 days. 7,000 years, 700 years, and 70 days equals.
We said the can. You know, it's funny that you have a bunch of truth seekers that believe that they're seeking the truth, yet they have no idea, even being present sometimes.
Present. 777. My last digits are 777. My phone, 777. And 111. Very first video was 1 minute, 11 seconds. Matthew Daly crucified me. He had 111 subscribers on my 11th month and first day on 3/2/2018 when Skull and Bones was sent in my direction. The top military commander guy at the time for me was sent to crucify me on that day. And so apparently I've risen up from the dead because I was left to die. 21 years, 3 months, 9 days later from the first 9/11. Now, if that's not the case, and they wait until the 25th, go till the end of the day, at the very end of the 25th, which would be the 26th, midnight, which is still the nighttime, would be all sevens, 7,777. It would be 1111, 1111, 7777. And John 3:16. So there you go. That completes it. That would complete the entire first 9/11 to the second 9/11. John 3:16, my only begotten son. 21 years later, 21 days of Daniel, 21 years. It's perfect numbers. But that would be at midnight when it's basically time's up. You already know everything's over because of what took place right beforehand on that day, or even tomorrow on the second 9/11 date. $50 bill, Chase Bank, Biden. These are all theories, of course. My final theory is December 25th, 2022. Boxes have holes. Son of Man has no place to lay his head.